Hello dear students. Today I am going to discuss the Sheldon's classification. Sheldon is a well-known constitutional psychologist, and he discussed the different psychological aspects of the behavior on the basis of the morphology. Morphology means the body, its shape, size, etc. That is all the physiological aspects related with the organism. Sheldon divided the body type into three categories. These are the, just let us to see. This is Sheldon's classification. Body types are endomorphic, mesomorphic, and ectomorphic. Endomorphic type of physique is actually characterized by general rotundity and softness with a prominent development of the visceral part of the body. Just for an example, you can say a person belonging to this type would be fond of ease, luxury, and comfort, and at the same time extremely sociable. On the other hand, mesomorphic type of physique is characterized by predominance of muscles, bone, and connective tissues. A person belonging to this type would be distinguished by restlessness, excessive activity, tremendous drive, aggressiveness, and some amount of impulsiveness. And this type is actually referred to as a somatotonic. Ectomorphic includes individuals who are lean and thin, having predisposition to suffer from functional ailments like you can say allergies, diarrhea, etc. So these are the classification of the Sheldon. Now let us to go another type of personality, which is actually given by the Friedman and Rosenman. Friedman and Rosenman divided the personality into two types, type A and type B. Type A individuals are more cooperative, very systematic, highly organized, and ambitious. They are highly aware of time management, and to some extent they are aggressive. Type A personality had a greater chance of developing CHD, that is coronary heart disease, whereas type B personality is labeled as explainable, more relaxed, and less neurotic. Now come to type C. People with this type tend to be objective, skeptical, and logical in their behavior, but at the same time they tend to refer to their negative emotions like anger, excitement, etc. All these type of emotion could be replaced by this person. As a result, they are supposed to suffer from serious disorders like cancer. Now type D, it is the recently suggested. Type D personality is generally used in the field of medical psychology. Here the letter D actually stands for distress, which is ultimately converted into depression of the person. Okay, now let us to discuss about the trait. What is trait? Personality trait is some particular quality of the behavior which characterizes the individual in a wide range of his activities and remains consistent over a period of time. All the characteristics of the trait given in the slide, they are relatively stable over time and very much consistent, and their strength and combinations of the traits actually across the individual, leading to individual differences in the personality. Now let us to see the trait theory of Gordon-Allport. This is the trait theory proposed by Gordon-Allport. According to him, personality is made of two types of traits. These are personal traits and general traits. Personal traits are those which are very much specific to the person or the individual, because Others do not possess such traits. That's why personality of each individual is unique. But at the same time, individuals also possess some such trait which may be found in other individuals also. These traits are called generalized traits. Allport distinguished traits of the personality into three categories. These are cardinal trait, central trait, and secondary trait. This is all from my end today. In the next video, I will discuss about the personal trait and general trait according to the Allport's notion. Thank you.